persons, it would be
346.84 pesos per kilo of fresh beef meat with bones. And then for the farm gate price, cattle for slaughter, we have 195.11 per kilo. And for the growth rates in the farm gate price, we have negative 9.7% decrease. And then for the retail price, we have 0.3% or minimal increase month on month, and year on year both increased with 1.5% in the farm gate and 2.6% in the retail price. Next is the retail price of garlic per kilogram. We have 162.96 pesos retail price in December 2024 with 0.9% month-on-month growth rate and 4.2% year-on-year growth rate. Next is the retail price of onion, red Creole, per kilogram. In December 2024, we have 129.83 pesos per kilo retail price with 1.8% month-on-month growth rate and negative 37% year-on-year growth rate. Next, we have retail price of round scad or galunggong per kilogram. In December 2024, we have 210.81 pesos per kilo of galunggong with 0.8% month-on-month growth rate and 4.1% year-on-year growth rate in the retail price. And lastly, for the prices, we have the retail price of chicken egg per piece. In December 2024,
Oy,
chicken...
Nick, yung mga itlog mo, nagiging mahal. Kaya ka pala umalis. Mananagot ka dyan. Uy. Yeah, please continue. So,
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In December 2024, the chicken egg per piece is worth 9.22 pesos per piece with 0.2% month-on-month growth rate and 4.1% year-on-year growth rate. And as requested this morning, we also have the inflation rates in the Philippines. In December 2024, we have 2.9% inflation rates for the all items. This is higher than the November 2024 inflation rate of 2.5%. And then for food items, we have 3.5% inflation in December 2024. This is the same as in the November 2024 inflation for food. And for the annual 2024, we have 3.2% annual average inflation for 2024 at all items and 4.5% for the food. And in the next slide, for the food groups, we have for cereals and cereal products, 11.9% annual inflation and 1.3% December 2024 inflation. This consists rice, corn, flour, bread, pasta products, and starches. And then we have the meat and other parts of slaughtered land animals. This contains poultry or chicken, beef, and pork. Annual, we have 2.7% inflation, and in December 2024, 4.9% inflation. And then fish and other seafood, we have negative 0.3% annual inflation for 2024 and 1% December 2024 inflation. Milk, other dairy products, and eggs, we have 2.8% annual inflation and 2.4% December 2024 inflation.
before you move, so what, back, yung 14.2% na vegetables, dahil lang ba yan dahil maulan? Natutunaw yung pechay?
Again, Mr. Chair.
Bakit 14.2? That stares you in the face.
In the next, in slide 16, Mr. Chair, yung details po ng vegetables. If we could show.
Can
slide,
you show? Can we jump to that?
Slide 16, please. For the vegetable, Mr. Chair, ito po yung ating mga commodity or
may we request, Mr. Chair, for an update on Can you simulate kung anong mangyayari sa mga darating na panahon?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If in case ma-declare na po yung food security emergencies, then we can unload our stocks na, whether it's regular stocks or aging stocks. So sa ngayon, ang total stocks natin na nationwide, nag-increase na tayo, naging 761,207 bags or sako ng bigas available. And we are continuously milling. Sa ngayon po, inaantay lang namin yung declaration po ng food security emergency.
So admin, pag lumabas, Mr. Chair, pag lumabas sa merkado to, magkano natin ibibenta yung stocks natin?
Yun pong sa aging stocks natin, it will still be the same at 29 pesos. Yun po. And for the regular stocks
Ilan
po
yun?
natin,
Ilan?
ilan yung aging po? Nasa 300, more or less 300,000 bags sa ngayon.
Konti naman yan.
Meron hong 400 plus, almost 500,000 bags for the regular stocks na pwedeng ilabas at 38 pesos din per kilo.
30. This will be limited to the Kadiwa centers and LGUs.
And LGUs po.
Okay. Then sa LGU, bahala sila sa price din, ano? They have
Pwede
the
po,
liberty to
pwede po
sell.
siguro silang mag-recover ng cost.
Oo, so at cost siguro. Para, Mr. Chair, we have the privilege once again to be joined by the Honorable Chair of the Committee on
I hope she's
Appropriations.
in a good mood after yesterday. Yeah, but you're prettier when you're angry. So you don't have any question with NFA not doing anything?
After the gentleman.
Hindi nga, hindi niyo ba yan basta-basta mapirmahan? We've been losing momentum against then papasok na naman yung bagong mga presyo.
Mr. Chair, just a very brief interjection, follow-up dun sa point na ni-raise ng
Yeah,
ating
you're recognized,
administrator.
sir.
So, in the event that the food emergency declaration is released,
Akala ko tinapos na.
ilang bags
2 weeks.
ang dapat i-release sa NFA to make a difference in the price, no? Gaano karami, volume, quantity ng bigas ang dapat ninyong ilabas para magkaroon ng epekto, magkaroon ng bisa yung deklarasyon at maka-apekto kayo sa presyo ng bigas sa merkado.
Thank you, Mr.
In your
Chair.
estimate,
Pero I will be very honest, I don't have the expertise kung gaano kalaki yung porsyento na dapat ilabas to influence the price.
well, dapat alam din natin yan, ano? Dahil walang, baka hindi maging effective yung declaration ng food emergency kung hindi natin alam ang ating ilalabas sa merkado, no? Dapat calculated natin yan at naniniwala ako ng NFA ang mas may expertise sa bagay na yan. Dapat pag-aralan ninyo yung market, yung movement sa market, ano? Otherwise, baka walang epekto yung pag-declare ng food emergency. So to make an impact para magkaroon dent man lang yung declaration of food emergency sa merkado ay dapat ay calculated natin kung gaano karami, no? How many bags of rice ang dapat na ilabas ng NFA. So I think you should do that. And I hope you can report sa amin yan, sa committee, sa sunod na hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We can try our best to calculate that. Pero during the pre-RTL, that's the only time when NFA has the influence sa pricing. Yun po yun. Halos nasa lahat po ng merkado noon ng NFA.
Kaya ngayon ang ating ni-revise sa amended rice tarification law para magkaroon rin ng measure of regulation ang gobyerno, no, through the DA sa usaping ito. Kasi nakita natin no? So I hope that you can come up with a more
Larry,
complete update sa amin sa next meeting. Siguro kahit naman kami recess, meron pa rin sa sipag ng aming chairman ay kahit siguro recess na tatawag pa rin ang hearing yan.
Mga ngampanya din ako.
Mr. Chair.
Sandali lang.
Sige.
Paano ka pagdating ng harvest, paano ka makakabili kung hindi mo naman nabibenta? So, ibig
Tama
sabihin,
po.
So, ibig sabihin, walang ya. Sino gumawa ng batas? Tayo, di ba? So, bakit lalagyan mo ng emergency for them to sell? And then you give them buffer stocking, and then can you speak? We want your wisdom here. So how do you
Mr. Chair.
untie this Gorgon knot?
We actually put in a provision for a 5 billion fund, but that was vetoed.
Vetoed. Okay.
But that was the hope. In short, it would be the seed fund, and then gagamitin yon every time.
Yeah, to buy first to buy at 23
Exactly, and then gagamitin yon
to refresh also.
exactly to replenish.
But they
etc.
cannot refresh because there is no emergency. Oh my God, what did we do?
No, but then I thought that we broadly defined there are three conditions of emergency, di ba? Either exactly, at saka meron din extraordinary yes.
I think at this point, sorry, can you summarize everything, Morales? What is our problem?
FA, considering that they can buy now at 23 yung pinaka-average, so punong-puno sila, they cannot sell sa merkado, makakapaglabas lang sila kung aging na yung stocks is allowed by RTL. Second, kung may extraordinary circumstances like yung food security emergencies. We can only declare kung mayroong shortage sa supply, which is sa ngayon, hindi naman. Pero second, yung sa prices, yung extraordinary increase in prices. So that's why, but they cannot, on their own, release their stocks to reflect para magkaroon ng pag-ikot sa merkado. Bumibili kami ng bumibili sa mga farmers at a very shall we call it parang fair price. Pero nare-release din nila yung stocks. Ngayon kasi pag napuno sila, hindi nila may release yun unless there's a calamity or merong emergency.
Pero Mr. Chair, hindi ba yun ang ina-argue natin, I believe in some previous hearing, that ang expectation kasi given the tariff reduction is a certain price. Pero ngayon, doble. Di ba?
Yes, ma'am. That's why we are still-
Yun ang sinasabi natin, hindi ba extraordinary ang price ngayon considering that meron tayong significant tariff reduction and therefore we said, hindi ba that should trigger an emergency situation? Yun yung sinasabi natin.
Mr. Chair, yes, that's why nung nagpa-meeting NPCC, maybe the DTI representative can expound on this, na the declaration or recommendation to declare a food security emergency is umiikot na po yung papel. Maybe the DTI representative can expound doon sa
Paikutin mo pera, ang bilis nun.
Sir?
Pinapaikot nyo kasi papel. Hindi, DTI, asan ka?
Yes, Mr. Chair, briefly lang, just to share lang during the discussions on the